Welcome to our today's session, a session on indisciplined children. I know parents, you don't know that indisciplined children are always angry, they are unhappy, and they are full of bitterness. And that is why you see that whenever they are at teenage years and in school, they are doing all the damages there. And as a result of that anger, being unhappy, and that bitterness, you find that they can even hardly make friends. And the consequences of all this is that these children are always confused. They don't know what they want. They are even aimless. They cannot come up with goals that they need to achieve. Now, at the same time, they quit very easily. So that is where you see that all these indisciplined children never succeed in life because of quitting. But where did we go wrong as parents? So what happens here is that us as parents, we did not discipline these children, or whenever we disciplined them, we always rightly did it. And that discipline that we give them, it does not match their age. You'll find that a parent is still disciplining a teenage like the way he was disciplining a 10-year-old or maybe a 5-year-old. And that is why you find that they cannot change their ways. You also find that parents do not have affection towards these children, and most of the time, they are not even paying attention. So that even by the time these kids change their ways and become indisciplined, most of us parents do not actually know at what point they became indisciplined. And lastly, it is shaming these children in front of the other children. For example, as a mother, you could be having several children. So what you do, especially when you're dealing with a teenage, do not discipline them in front of the other children. Go to a private place, you can go to their bedroom, talk to them. But the minute you start shouting at them in front of the other young children, you have already finished the morale of this child. And that could be the beginning of where this child starts being indisciplined. So what is the process of us disciplining these teenagers? Let's deal with the teenagers because that is where they are more chaotic. And we are saying that each child at whatever age has a way they are supposed to be disciplined. Whenever you are dealing with a teenage, set limits and agree on those rules that they are supposed to follow. And according to those rules that you have set, agree on a behavior that all of you are happy about and which will not go against the laws or even according to the house rules that you are staying in. Also inform them that anytime they break those rules, there have to be consequences. Whenever you are coming up with a punishment, let it fit the kind of misbehavior that this child has done. And if these children behaves well, always remember to praise them. You can even reward them. But rewarding does not just mean that you have to buy for them anything. No, it's just telling them you have done very well and I'm happy with the way you have done, and continue being like that. You are a good child and you'll go far. That is enough praise, and this child will feel motivated and the kid will continue behaving well. But there's one thing that you should know as parent. Whenever these children comes up with a behavior that you cannot be able to handle, as parents in the house, that is where now you call a professional to deal with that child. And as I wind up, there's one thing I want to tell you parents, that communication is very, very important whenever you are dealing with these children. And be free to tell them anything in life, because some of those things that you don't tell them could be why we don't correct them early enough. And lastly, show your children love. That is all for today. Remember to like, to share, and to subscribe.